Honestly, this show was kind of toxic and probably one of the worst Disney shows that I've watched and rewatched. I just didn't care for it. At times, the family members were just really toxic. Other times, it was, kind of a funny family squabble. But other times, it was just toxic and hard to watch. Like, there's like two different episodes about how Casey's parents have to trick her into doing stuff. Like, oh, hey, it's a mission. You have to come with me. And then she finds out. And they treat it like it's no big deal. Well, they do with, Casey's mom, anyway. There's an episode where her mom wants to do this, like, generational thing. Casey has to wear a fancy dress, and, she doesn't do that. That's her usual clothing. So, Casey's mom decides the best thing to do is trick her into going. And Casey agrees with her when she finds out later. She's like, oh, yeah, I definitely want to have goat. I kind of understand why you tricked me now. And then there's another episode, which is actually before, where her dad decides to trick her into going into a mission when she actually does a normal teenage thing and wants to go on a vacation with her friend Marissa. And her dad tricks her into going into a mission, so she loses her vacation. And she just is really toxic to him for the rest of the episode, and then she's toxic to Ernie too. Treats him like crap. And a lot of the episodes are treating Ernie like crap. And then there's sometimes where Ernie's just kind of creepy. There's an episode where Ernie is like kind of into Marissa because he mistakes that she's into him when she went to tell her, oh, hey, yeah, Casey was like replaced with someone. Because she got replaced with another Casey, and they used like a spy disguise. And Ernie mistakes, because she doesn't even really get to talk that much, that, oh, she's confessing her love for him. Then he tries to kiss her. But then in a later episode, they have a whole episode about how Ernie was playing computer games, and he found Marissa, and they ended up liking each other. Even though they were using mics, so they definitely should have recognized each other's voices. And then when they meet up, they're like, oh, this is gross. Can't tell Casey that we fell for each other. Which is very weird since Ernie was totally into it last time, so why is he not into it now? And then there's episodes where they make the characters just act nothing like their characters, or just episodes where they can clearly defend themselves, and then in that exact same episode, they won't defend themselves. Like, there's an episode where Judy beats up this guy from the other side, and then she tells the other two minions to back off, and not even to try fighting her, and then she willingly goes with them. But then later, they're just able to easily beat her, and they scare her. She won't go. She doesn't even try and fight them. And then the two minions just completely disappear from the episode. They never get beat up or anything. They just disappear. Two other minions replace them. Two guy minions that get beat up. Which is very odd. They just never come back. And then there was an episode that when I watched it when I was younger, I definitely didn't know why there was cheering in the background. Because there's an episode 9 to be Pacific. It has Bella Thorne in it. Bella Thorne is someone that Zendaya worked with in the past on the show Shake It Up, which I had never heard of until Good Luck Charlie, when I rewatched it a few months ago, I think. So yeah, they have like cheering when she first shows up, because it's like, oh hey, yeah, Zendaya and Bella Thorne are reuniting, isn't that cool? The episode was kind of underwhelming. And then Brett is really shoved down our throats. I did not care for Brett's character, but he is involved in several major storylines, which sucks because I did not like him. I sure hope he's not in season 2. So far he's not, because I've watched a good 6 episodes in. Because it took me a while to want to review this, because I didn't think I had much to talk about. But now that I'm talking about it, I think I have a decent amount to talk about. Oh, and speaking of the toxic family stuff, there's a whole episode about how Craig's dad doesn't love him because he dropped out of med school, so he just constantly mocks him for that, and mocks him for being an accountant and talking about how dumb it is for being an accountant. He finally shows love to him when he finds out he's a spy. And then they wipe his memory. And then he gets treated like crap again. And then when Craig, now that he's seen that his father can love him, he still loves him. Even though his father is still treating him like crap. And his father calls him crazy for that. It's a very odd show, so I honestly should have just watched Iron Fist instead, since I've been putting that off. But yeah, I guess that's about it.